And then you should see the link to my YouTube live. Click that link. Turn your volume off, please. Are you there? Are you there? No, you don't need. All right. Get to the channel. Tap somebody if they're still talking, please. Thank you. Turn the volume off. Put it on mute. Thank you. Is there anybody who can't see it? The link is in the agenda. You got to refresh it. All right, please put it on mute for the 4th time. Thank you. All right, we're going to go over a problem similar to the one in the warm-up. We're not going to do the one in the warm-up because some of you guys still need to do a retake, and it is going to be counted as a grade, right? So please put it on mute. Thank you. Now, our goal here is to find the value of x. And we're going to do it the same way that we've been finding the value of x. We're going to write an equation. But before we can write an equation, we have to know or remember what's the sum of all angles in a triangle, every triangle. Class. 180. 180. Again, class. What is the sum of all angles in a triangle? 180. 180, right? So for any problem involving the sum of angles in a triangle, you could write an equation equal to 180. Oops, that's off screen. Now, we have to write an equation so that we can solve to find the value of x. Every single triangle, there's always going to be 3 angles. So you can write, let me zoom out. You can write an equation that's going to look like this every single time. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals 180. And all that means is when we add all 3 angles up, there's a sum of 180 degrees. Now, we're going to write in the angles that we know. It doesn't matter which angle is angle A, it doesn't matter which angle is angle B, and it doesn't matter which angle is angle C. So we'll call this angle right here angle A. Again, it doesn't matter. So this is 40 plus, give me another angle, someone.
50.
Is 50 one of the angles here? Okay, 90. Now, I don't see 90 here. How do we know there's a 90 angle? The right angle, thank you. So, again, if you're confused, this little mark right here, this square, tells us that the measure of this angle is 90 degrees. And then finally, what's the measure of the last angle? 2x equals 180. So we talked yesterday when we were doing our math stations about combining like terms. What are the like terms in this equation right here? What are the numbers that are alike?
40 and 90.
40 and 90. What is it about these two numbers that makes them alike?
They don't have a variable.
Thank you. They do not have a variable. So if you notice, these two numbers, 40 and 90, do not have a variable. 2x has a variable, so we can't add 2x with those other numbers. What's 40 plus 90?
130.
Thank you, class. 130. So now we have 130 plus 2x equals 180. Now we have a two-step equation that you guys know how to solve and you've done pretty well at it. What's the next step here?
You have to subtract 130 from 180.
We're going to subtract 130 from both sides. I'm going to rewrite it over here just so we can see it a little clearer. 130 plus 2x equals 180. And then someone said we have to subtract 130. We have to subtract it from both sides of the equation. So 130 and 130 cancel out or equal 0. 180 minus 130 is?
150.
Ooh, I almost followed you down that path. 50, thank you. It's okay, a little mental mistake. 2x equals 50. What do we do next? We're going to divide both sides of the equation by 2. and then we get x is equal to 25. So let's recap what we just did. What's the sum of all the angles of every single triangle, class?
180.
180 degrees. So we know that every angle in a triangle, when we add all three of them up, they should equal 180. So whenever we have a missing angle or an x, we can write an equation with all three angles being added to equal 180 degrees. That's exactly what we did. We did 40 plus 2x plus 90. We knew this was a 90 degrees by the little square. We set it equal to 180. We combined the like terms. 40 and 90 were alike because they do not have a variable. So we combined those two terms. We ended up with 130 plus 2x equals 180. It was a two-step equation, and we just solved it like we normally solve two-step equations. Would anyone like to see another example, or are we good? We're good. Hey, this is great accountability, right? Because when your parents ask you, hey, is Mr. Arnsworth helping you out in class? We have video proof that I asked you if you need help with another problem. Does anyone want to see one more problem? All right, awesome. We're all going to do well in this assignment. Thank you, guys. Get back to the activity.